Dear O'Charlie's restaurant operators, my name is Luke Smith. I've got a new location for you. I would love to show this one to you. Let's hop to it. So I've got your website pulled up in the background. I was looking at locations on here, and there's no O'Charlie's in Branson, Missouri. You've had more locations in the past. You've contracted a bit here recently with COVID and different things going on. Now I bet and I believe that your spring is wound up and ready to be sprung to grow into more locations. So if I'm right, take a look at this one. I think I have the best one. So I have this Panera Bread building. It's in Branson, Missouri. There's a bunch of other restaurants in the area. There's a lot of tourist things to do. People come to Branson. A lot of people come to Branson. They stay in the hotels. They go to the tourist things that are there, and they go sit down with their friends and family and eat in a restaurant. And so the numbers in this area are going off of people sitting down and eating in restaurants. And how do I explain that? How do I best show that to you? Let me have a shot. So this is Placer.ai. It's a database of cell phone traffic of people coming and going from all these different shops around here and everywhere else in the country. And when you study people coming and going, carrying their cell phones, what kind of demographics do they have? What kind of income do they have? What kind of family status do they have? Where do they live? What kind of value house do they live in? If they eat at these stores or eat at these restaurants, they usually eat at those restaurants. All these kinds of relational pieces of information come together and come up with a score to say who's the best fit for this location. And when I run that data, O'Charlie's is right there near the top. It's one of the top, handful of properties or operations that fit in this building. So that's why I'm reaching out to you, O'Charlie's. A 91, 92 percentile hit. So what's the best looking O'Charlie's out there? I did some searching and I did some digging, and the best O'Charlie's I can find is in Marin, Illinois. And this particular location has a lot of traffic, a lot of people coming and going and carrying their cell phones, going here, eating food, leaving, coming. This is where the pile is. I don't know if it's your best sales, but it's the most people coming and going by cell phone traffic. So I'm going to study that one because that's the one that I see as the best. So let's rank your best against my location, and I think it will produce a really good shot at being your next new best location. And that's how you want to grow, right? So let's do it. So I pulled up Marin, Illinois. This O'Charlie's in Marin, Illinois. We got a whole bunch of restaurants all over here, just all over the place, just like Branson, Missouri. So I'm going to use three names. I'm going to use Olive Garden, Starbucks, and McDonald's. I'm using those three names because one's a sit down, one's a, breakfast or, different. There are three different kinds of restaurants. I could use all kinds of different names and do it in a bigger way, but I'm trying to make it simple and to the point, right? So Olive Garden, Starbucks, and McDonald's. So the Olive Garden in your neighborhood, if your best O'Charlie's is doing 36,000 customers in the last month. The Olive Garden next to me is doing 39,000 customers in the last month. And you're like, Luke, what the heck does that mean? That's 36 versus 39. I got a little bit more traffic than you do in your neighborhood going to Olive Garden. Those are sit-down customers. Those are customers that could easily be eating at O'Charlie's versus Olive Garden, in my opinion. But, sometimes they eat at one, sometimes they eat at the other. So, but the traffic is there, is my point, that the people are there and they're going out to shop. Now, generally, when I study a lot of these locations in different areas, when there's a lot of top 10 percentile shops and you put a new one in, you get another top 10 percentile shop. Not always, but generally, right? When there are a bunch of bottom 10 percentile shops, run the other way. That's not the case in either of these places. So let's get back to the three. I did Olive Garden. Let's do Starbucks. So Starbucks in your neighborhood of your best location over here, you're getting 18,700 customers a month at the local Starbucks. In my location, we're getting 21,000. Just again, a little bit more Starbucks, a little bit more Olive Garden people. And then we look at McDonald's. So McDonald's in your neighborhood, it's getting 15,200 customers a month. In my neighborhood, it's getting 38,000 customers a month. That one's like a lot. It's not a little bit, it's a lot more. So a little bit, and a lot more customer over in my neighborhood. Now, they're not all direct equivalent customers, but they're there. And we could do this on every name in the neighborhood if you wanted to. But that same kind of level of traffic is there and rippling through your top neighborhood and my neighborhood. And that's where I think you should have your next location, and it should be one of your top locations as you get it up and going and running, right? So that's why I think I've got one of the top locations for you. Now, how much, Luke? That's always the question, right? Where's the hook? I pulled up O'Charlie's on Crexy.com. I like Crexy because you can see what kind of stuff's for sale and you just type in the name and there you go. So we got O'Charlie's. O'Charlie's, there's only one of them for sale right now. I've seen numerous ones going by. A lot of vacant ones have gone by in the last year or so. I've even put some bids on a couple of them trying to get my hands on them. I didn't get any of them, but this one this one's for sale. It's not vacant. It's going, it's operating. And take a look. They're asking 2 million bucks for this thing, and it's got 6 or 7 years left on the lease. The lease rate that they're getting, these are older numbers. They've been around for a while and they've renewed and gone and everything. It's not a brand new one. The brand new ones usually come out with higher rates. I don't know, maybe the numbers are just NOI is just off the screen behind me, but it's 148,000, and then in a year it kicks up to 158,000. I'm asking $150,000 rent for my building, triple net rent, and I'm willing to sell it if you want to buy it. But I think a good rent would be $150,000 rent for potentially your top location out of your whole network of properties. I think it could be a pretty sweet deal for both of us. I wanted to put it out there. I wanted to share it with you. I wanted to show you. I want to ask you if you're interested in renting this O'Charlie's that I've got in Branson, Missouri. If you are, I put my name and my phone number in the description below. I put it in the email that I'm sending you here shortly. If anyone else is interested in these kinds of deals that's watching these videos, I'm always looking for help and partners to help finance these ones, future ones out, and to work on other ones too. Let me know. My name and number is in the description. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.